Hey guys, what is up, and I welcome each and every one of you to a new video. So Mercy coming at you boys, real and girls of course, real strong. So today Riot is announcing something I've personally been waiting for a long time. I knew that it was coming, but that's about it. That's all I knew. I had no idea what was actually in it and stuff, but there is essentially a new game or a game mode coming to League of Legends. This is going to be called Teamfight Tactics now. That's Riot's name of it. It's really League of Legends Auto Chess. If you've ever played Auto Chess, Dota Auto Chess, this is essentially Riot Games' version of it. It's League of Legends Auto Chess, and I am extremely excited for it because I love Auto Chess. I think it's super fun, and I've always waited for Riot Games to essentially, I guess, release their own version. Now, if you're not really aware of what Dota 2 Auto Chess is, let me quickly explain to you guys, just very quickly here. So essentially, Dota 2 Auto Chess, as you can see, is a game mode where you're playing. It's literally what it sounds like, auto chess, where you get random units selected, which like we're here, for instance, right? Every round you get random units to choose from, and then you pick them based on there's classes and races. You pick them and you try to get essentially a combination of units that synergize well, and you place them on your board over here, right? You place them on your board like this, and based on the positioning, you know, it matters because then after the battle actually starts, you face someone else around the map. You can see there's a little mini map here. There's like a bunch of people. After the fight starts, you essentially face other people's units, their current board of units and whatever synergies they have, etc. And it's last man standing. And the positioning matters because, again, that's where they start fighting from. So you can determine which units can maybe get hit first, etc. And then after that, though, the reason it's called auto chess is because, well, after that they move around by themselves around the little board and they fight for themselves essentially. So it's auto chess. So chess because you position them, auto because they fight by themselves, which is pretty cool. And it's actually surprisingly a lot of fun and a very addictive. And you can see this is essentially the same thing right here for League of Legends. Instead, you have Mordekaiser, the new one. You have will also be Yumi, Warwick. You have Fiora, right? So it's essentially the same thing. So we can go over this together. When Riot releases the gameplay itself on the PBE, I'll have a video for you guys showing you the gameplay, and then I'll also make another one later, kind of giving you like a tutorial on how to play, because I know this might be really new to a lot of people, and I did play a lot of auto chess, so I'm very excited. Anyways, let's go ahead and read over this together, boys and girls. Let's see what Riot Games has to say, and then I'll go over what units and stuff are going to be in the game. And yeah, so let's go. So how it works. So you spend gold before each round to recruit League of Legends champions to your team, which is what I said. Right, that's aka this thing right here, like the units up here. So you spend gold to recruit these units, which you get a random selection per round. And you draft a team that shares origins and classes to unlock trait bonuses. Additionally, you can combine 3 duplicates of the same champion to upgrade them into a super version of themselves, and combine 3 supers to create the ultimate version. So there's 1-star, 2-star, 3-star. If you combine, say, 3 1-stars of Mordekaiser, he automatically combines into a 2-star version. So all 3 of them become a single 2-star Mordekaiser. And then you have to do that 3 times. It's a lot of work, right? It's a lot of RNG involved as well. But if you combine 3 Mordekaisers that are each 2 stars on the map, if you have them on the map, instantly combines into a 3-star Mordekaiser, for instance, right? In this case, which is the highest level and very strong. So your team will need to will then travel to an opponent's board, or they'll come to you. So it's both, right? Someone will face you, but then you'll face someone else, and a battle will unfold. And during your combat, your champion will move, attack, and cast spells automatically, just like in League of Legends. You'll need to choose a team comp and position your champs wisely to unlock their full potential. And at the end of each round, you'll earn gold to spend in future rounds. Essentially, this is called interest. Now, I'm not sure how they're doing it here, but in auto chess, like for Dota, the way it works is for every incremental of 10 gold, you get that much interest. So for instance, the max is 50 gold, but if you have like 50 plus gold, then you get a bunch of extra gold per round because you have plus 50 gold, right? 40 gold to 49 gold, you get actually like 4 gold or something like that. So it kind of works like that. So there is a tactic when it comes to just saving money, so that your income and your just money spent throughout the game and everything is like efficient, I guess you can say. And then at the end of the day, you allow everyone else to be the last man standing to win, right? Which is pretty cool. How and why we're making this? Recently, we've been trying different kinds of modes that are deep and unique additions to the League experience. Teamfight Tactics, interesting name, is our new, or rather next big exploration in that space. And it's the first time we've been jumping into a different genre. We've always loved strategy games, and recently we've gotten into the new auto battler genre. Folks around the office have been playing an insane amount of Dota Auto Chess, which a lot of people have, me included. We love it, and actually it got us inspired to create something new as a mode in League of Legends. We're building this one for you guys. TFT's initial launch is a beta, so expect it to be a work in progress as we remove all the kinks out. Every step out of Every step of this, I just literally just woke up. Every step of the way, we'll be listening closely to your experiences and feedback, so please let us know what you think and etc. And part of treating this like a real grown-up game mode means we'll support it with cool metagame features that includes ranked. That's sick. You can expect to see the ranked for TFT start around patch 9.14, and at that point, we should be in a good spot with bugs and initial balance. Nice. Introducing Little Legends. So you guys might be wondering, what are these? They're cute as hell. Yes, they are. But what they are is your courier. So essentially, actually this might be your courier right here, I'm not sure. But essentially, in auto chess as well, you have a courier. So in this case, you can see here is this little like donkey, which is like the default courier, and then you can upgrade them, you can get new ones, etc. That's essentially your unit that you use to move stuff around, right? It just kind of has an extra for fun layer. So this is going to be your units in, I'm assuming, this game right here to move around. This is what you use to just move around the map, just drop units, because again, don't forget, you drop units, right? This, if you're not sure what's exactly happening here, let me explain very quickly. So this is going to be right here, this top part. This is where the enemy units will spawn from and you'll fight them. This right here is your current board itself, like in like the actual board of active units, if you will, that you put them in any spot you want, and this essentially determines where they start from, where they fight, blah blah blah. I'm assuming this is the courier right here, which you need to like run around the map so you can pick up some items, because sometimes when you kill NPCs, items drop. If another player is dead or loses, their items actually drop, and they fly to random units boards as well, and you might get extra items. Usually you want to pick them up with your courier, and then you can add them to your units and make them stronger. And then this board over here, this little bottom one, is like the bench, if you will, where as you buy new units, they go here automatically. And then you can, put people in and out of your bench as to whichever ones you want to be active, right? So for instance, if it's like auto chess also, the amount of units you can have active on like the actual battlefield itself is based on your level. It's proportionate to your level. So in this case, he's level 3, I'm assuming, so you can have 3 units on the field, so you can drop all 3 of these and you can fight with them. Etc, etc, etc. And this is where usually you have units, you kind of stack units here as well, so you can like upgrade them as well. So for instance, you have one Mordekaiser on the battlefield, you have one-star Mordekaiser on the bench, and then you're kind of waiting for the next one-star Mordekaiser to appear, and the second he does, you put all 3 in the battlefield, it auto upgrades, and you're good to go, right? That's kind of what that is. Let me see what else is there. So we have the couriers there, and we have another example of couriers here. Thank you, Windows, appreciate it. Yeah, so the couriers are essentially those kind of units where apparently you can also buy them and upgrade them, which looks pretty cool. So let's quickly go over this. It's going to be avatar, dancing mode, animating, generally showing off. After your first games, unlock your first little legend just by playing. After picking up one of your one-time only free legend, you can purchase additional in the 750. Okay, 750 is not horrible. It's not bad considering they look vastly different, which is fine. And if you're not yet smitten with these little legends, expect more varieties with each patch, just as skins. Additionally, for those of you who want yours to really pop, will feature rare LL eggs, purchasable for 490 RP. Rare eggs contain special variants of the same species with an added twist. Hatching a variant you've already found will make them star up just like the champions in TFT. Powering this up, okay, that's pretty cool. So this is the basic one right here. Then if you get one of them, it goes to this. And if you get it again or something like that, it goes to this like super cool looking one, like a king or something like that, which looks really cool actually. So that's kind of like a TLDR of this game. Now, here are the current champions that are going to be in League of Legends, or in League of Legends Auto Chess, I guess you can say. Now, this is courtesy of Mr. Skara. Thank you, Skara, for this. Appreciate it. In his video, he has this, and I yoinked it very quickly. But shout out to Skara's video. I'll link it below. I don't want to, take it without credit, of course. Thank you, Skara. Anyways, so this is going to be the current champions that are going to be in auto chess, I guess, for League of Legends, right? So you're gonna have like Lucians, you're gonna have Graves. Again, don't forget Lucians, I say in plural, because well, there's 1-star, 2-star, 3-star Lucian, right? And usually they change the looks and appearances of the 2-star, 3-star compared to the 1-star based on skins. I'm assuming they'll do that the same here. You have Graves, Fiora, Vayne, Tristana, Katarina, Bliss, Ashe, Lulu, Aurelion, Saul. That could be cool. He could be really cool in auto chess because he has the orbs flying around, so that can add like a really cool layer to it, right? Rek'Sai, Nidalee, Gnar, Ahri, Varus, Lulu, and 35, or I guess 34 others, which is pretty cool. And the cool thing about this is since they fight by themselves, right, they use their abilities, right? So they'll have their ultimates. So for instance, like Gnar, as he fights throughout the fight, he'll acquire Rage, and then he can literally ult while fighting in this like board over here, right? Same thing with a Rek'Sai. Same thing with like an Ahri. I'm assuming she'll just dash around, I guess. I'm not really sure if they changed that or not, which is pretty cool. And this is origins and classes. Now, like I said, you combine units to create synergies, right? What does that really mean? Well, there's races and there's classes. In this case, there's origins and classes, right? So you have Assassin, Blade Master, Brawler, Elementalist, Guardian, Gunslinger, Knight, Ranger, Shapeshifter, Sorcerer, right? Demon, Dragon, Exile, blah, 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 right? That's pretty cool. And the reason that this is cool is because usually when you combine X amount of these origins, or in this case, races, you get extra bonuses. So for instance, like Demon in Auto Chess, Dodo Auto Chess, they have that Demon there as well. That's the only one you actually don't combine, because the Demon's passive bonus is the fact that if it's the only demon alive or on your field, like currently active, it gets extra % damage, but only if it's the only demon, right? But then you have other things like Dragon, for instance. They also have that there too, where it'll probably be different here, but in Auto Chess for Dota, what dragons do is if you have at least 3 dragons on the field, they instantly start to fight with their ultimates ready to go, as opposed to having to build up the mana first or whatever, right? Etc., etc. So that's, you know, a lot of really cool stuff like that. So that's like the sweet thing. Like for instance, orcs, right? They have orcs in Dota Auto Chess. Orcs passive bonus is if you have like 2 orcs, to get all your orcs get extra HP, and if you have 4 orcs, they have an additional amount of extra HP, so they just become a lot harder to kill, right? You have like humans that can, if you have, you know, I think 3 humans or something like that, then they have a chance to instantly silence somebody if just randomly around the battlefield, etc., right? And then same thing with classes, they also have extra synergies. But then the thing that makes it interesting is that the origin, so each character has an origin and they have a class, right? Each of them has that, I'm pretty sure. So you combine the two, and then there's gonna be certain synergies that are just a lot easier to get because they just share between each other, right? Like certain origins will, or certain classes could be different origins, or different origins can have the same classes. So like there could be a pirate assassin, and there could be like a phantom assassin, and there could also be like, you know, a noble assassin, right? So you go in assassins, so you can stack assassins, but then you can also have like, you know, different. You guys get the idea. It's a little hard to explain without more examples, but that's kind of the rough idea. You essentially combine these two together and create a bunch of different cool synergies and just try to be the last one standing. But yeah, that's about it for this video, guys. There you have it. I'm really excited for this. I've been waiting for this for a long time. When it's on the PvE server, I will have gameplays of it. I'll have tutorials and stuff like that. Try to help you guys understand it because it is fun, and I promise you, you guys will most likely like it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you for the next video. Peace.